Find yourself bucking against that system, saying, I'm not about to do this. Find yourself calling in, you're stressed out, you're tired, you feel overworked. Let me tell you something. Those are all signs for a person to make change. You don't get in that type of situation and be put under pressure and don't come out as a diamond. You have to see that, okay, there's something going on here. I'm not about to fight against this current. Instead, I'm going to see what else is there for me. What else can I do that can benefit me? Because I realize that I'm not happy doing what you want me to do. I realize that I have something different for myself. I see something different for myself. I'm tired of seeing your vision. I'm tired of doing what you want me to do. I want to do something for myself now. So now I find myself calling in because I'm overworked, I'm drained. But I don't know how to say, I don't know what to do to get me to where I need to be. So you feel like because you don't know what to do, you start to get depressed and stressed. I know I was right there. I was hurting so bad from what the job had did to me. And I had to ask myself, are you going to keep wallowing in this? Because it's only getting worse. It's not going to get any better. So are you going to keep laying in it and rolling around in it, thinking that it's going to change, thinking that your situation is going to change? Maybe it's you that need to make the change. Maybe you need to be the one to actually do something about it. If you're tired of doing something that somebody else wants you to do, why are you not doing anything for yourself? Why are you solely depending on them to create a way for you when you're tired of the way that they're treating you? You're tired of the way that they're doing you. Me personally, when I got tired, I was ready to do something about it. I said to myself, there is no way that I'm going to sit here and continue to keep living in pity because they're not treating me the way that I know that I should be treated. It's time out for stressing over something that we don't have to stress over. Why are we solely depending on them when we can create the way ourselves? If you create the way, can't no one take what you created away from you. Because even if they do, you'll always know how to create it for yourself again. But it's when you don't create anything for yourself and you just continue to sit there and cry and wail over your situation. I'm telling you right now to pick yourself up. Build yourself again by learning something that's going to get you out of the situation that you're in. Because you sitting there crying about it, you sitting there stressing about it, I'm telling you it's not helping you. I'm telling you. I know from experience. I can talk this talk because I walked that walk, y'all. Y'all don't know what I had to go through. And I went through it in silence. Because sometimes this battle doesn't require you to tell everybody what you're going through. Sometimes it requires you to live in that moment and understand. Understand what it is that you should be knowing. What was it that I was supposed to see in that? Show me. Show me what you couldn't show everybody else. Show me. You got to be willing to be there for you. Depending on somebody else is only you setting yourself up for a potential failure. Because you're sitting here solely relying on them. The moment that they take whatever they decided that they have given you away, then what? Then what? The moment they tell you you about to get a cut, you start freaking out. This is how you know that you're solely dependent. The moment they tell you that you about to get a pay cut at that job, you're going to start freaking out. They tell you, say, Lisa, we're going to bring you in today. Looks like we're going to have to do a drastic pay cut, and we're going to have to take about $7,000 away from your salary every year. And this is you. If you freaking out, I'm telling you, this is you, because I've been there. I've been there. That's why I can talk it, y'all. If you freaking out, this is you. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I got a house note. I got a car note. The children are in private school. I have things that I have to take care of, and they're trying to cut my salary back by $7,000 a year. What am I going to do? I solely depend on them. They're the only way that I eat. They pay my bills. I say that they don't pay my bills, but if they weren't there and the paycheck wasn't there, what would I do? Well, Lisa, the situation that you put yourself in is that you started relying on somebody else. You relied on somebody else to create a way for you. So you shouldn't even be stressed if they decide to take it away from you. Because remember, they created it and allowed you to be a part of it because you didn't want to create nothing for yourself, or you couldn't create something for yourself. Now, a lot of people ain't going to talk about that. And the problem with that is that it's not that you couldn't create something for yourself, is that you just didn't know how to. And learning how to create something for yourself is a skill. And once you do that, you'll be able to share that with others. But you have to be willing to do what it takes to get to that point. Right? You can't tell yourself that I want it, but then you don't get up and work towards it as if you already have it. You're not living the life that you know that you should be living because of what? Because of what? Because you really don't have an answer to that. Yet you're still dependent on them. Come on now. They pay you $20-some an hour and tell you that 1 hour of your time is only worth $20 an hour. But what if you could take what you already know, put it inside of a course, a guide, a video format, and sell that knowledge the same way that these schools sell knowledge to you? Is the same way you're going to sell your knowledge to others, because you have knowledge that somebody else doesn't know. Somebody wants that knowledge. Somebody needs that knowledge, and they don't know it. And you over here thinking that you're not qualified because you don't have a degree in your hand, or you don't have a piece of paper in your hand. You are more than qualified. If they can do it, you can do it. You don't have to have a piece of paper in your hand for you to do what you need to do. You just need to start doing it. You just need to start doing it. But you'll get on here Talk about your services. Talk about what you can teach somebody. Talk about how you can help somebody. And you can make $27 in no time. But you got to learn the skill. Because the skill is going to teach you how to get on here and talk to people, how to brand yourself, right? How to actually tell others that you have a service or a product that they may be interested in. Because really, it's crazy, y'all, but a lot of people do not realize this. But we're all selling. The company you work for sold the service that you're providing to others. And it's crazy because you represent them every single day by wearing that uniform that you wear. Right? So the company created the service of delivering mail, got everybody all interested in it, and now America feels like they need them to deliver the mail for them. And so then, to keep them feeling like they need to see you on a repetitive, to keep seeing you every day like the way that they do, then now they got you wearing a uniform, because it's going to keep reminding people over and over and over again to use their services. Remind them of their service. What service does this place provide for you? So for the United States Postal Service, you got the little symbol right there, and they provide the mail to you and whatever other services that they provide, right? And so that logo is reminding you every single day whenever you see them that, oh yeah, they provide the service. Of course we need them around. They provide a service to us, right? You have to become relevant. The same way that company became relevant, you have to become relevant. You got to show up for yourself every single day. Now the person that created the company is not walking and knocking on everybody's door, going door to door, selling their service. Instead, they have you providing the service for them. And that's you showing how the service works. And guess what? The service continues to keep going, right? Because it's all about you showing up for yourself multiple times, over and over again. It doesn't stop, right? So a lot of people get out of this in general. They don't want to do it because it becomes hard. People don't understand that you have to be the one to actually do what needs to be done. Meaning that instead of me sitting here saying like, oh yeah, I'm going to just get on here and talk about my product once or twice. No, you have to get on here and talk about whatever service that you have pretty much all the time. And the reason being is because you become irrelevant whenever you don't. You're forgotten. Had the Postal Service not continued to have a uniform with their logo on it, they'd be irrelevant. But because they've learned the strategy of how you're supposed to market whatever service it is that you're providing to someone. So they understand the game of marketing. Marketing is huge when it comes down to being an entrepreneur, doing your own thing, because you have to get out there and let people know that I have a service or a product that somebody may be interested in. And therefore, nobody else is going to be doing that for you, right? So unless you have employees, okay? Unless you have employees, like the United States Postal Service, they have employees. So we get out there. The people that are doing the work. I, as a mail lady, I get out there and I provide the service and let everybody know, that the Postal Service is providing a service of delivering the mail. That's what I do. You are letting everybody know that the Postal Service, that little symbol on your shirt, is providing a service, and that service is delivering the mail, right? And they associate that logo with all of that. And then it continues to drive the people, whether they want to purchase, whether they want to continue to keep using the service. So you have to create the service. And then once you create the service, then you have to keep, talking about the service, letting people know all about it. That's why you have to be in your, I don't want to say niche. I don't like that. I don't like to say niche, but Niche. I don't like niche, but niche. Because they say that, like, in the very beginning, you don't have to niche down, but you kind of do. You need to know what it is that you want to be talking about. Like, if you want to be cooking, then you kind of need to know everything you need to know about cooking. And then you need to have a product or a service that your people, after they've, watched you cook and do whatever you've done, they need to be able to go and support you in whatever way, whether that's through ebooks, guides, learning how to, do what you're doing. That's a service. Knowing how to cook is a service, y'all. Let me tell y'all, everything you do is a service, pretty much. It's pretty much a service. You can show somebody how to live your life. That's a service. That's what you see lifestyle content. That's what you see lifestyle content creators doing. They're living their life and they're showing you how they live their life, and it's providing you a service because you might want to live a life like them. You might not have never seen anything like that, and seeing their life just opened your eyes to see something different, right? So that's how you get lifestyle content creators, and they are doing the same thing. They're marketing. So everywhere you go, you're going to be marketing. Okay. Everywhere you go, you're going to see marketing. Okay. And if you really want to be successful and you really want to get out there and do something, you're going to have to learn the skill of marketing. Right. And because everything is digital right now, I say learn the skill of digital marketing because it really, really has so much that you can get into. You can get into email marketing. You can get into automations. You can get into, how to do Reels, Instagram, how to do TikTok, how to use YouTube, how to use all of these platforms to actually market whatever service or product it is that you have, whether that's you. Because as a content creator, you provide value through videos. So let's say, for instance, you have a product that you really, really like. You're going to, show yourself using that product, you know what I'm saying, in that video. And guess what? That's content creation. You're providing value through video. You're showing the value of this product or this service, what it does for you, how it can be helpful to somebody. You're doing that through video. So you might not be just like, on here talking, teaching people. You might actually just be living your life. And then people see you live your life and then they want to live a life like you. So it's just so many things that you can do in the world of digital marketing. And, I really do believe that if you want to get your foot in the door of social media, you trying to take this thing serious, you trying to leave your 9-to-5 job, I suggest that you learn the skill of digital marketing. Okay. Because not only do you get to learn those things, but you get to learn how to create digital products. And that's the game changer right there. You're looking for the money. That's where the money is. But you got to learn how to market first. Because you can create digital products all day long. But if you don't know how to market, them digital products ain't going nowhere. I'm just telling you right now, they're going to sit on that storefront all day long. So my suggestion is learn how to market. And you're going to do that through learning a skill. Okay. The skill is digital marketing. Once you learn that skill, then you'll know how to actually do what you need to do. And you can learn that skill you don't have to go to school to learn that skill, right? Skills are things that pretty much we already have, okay? We just kind of fine tune them. And we let others know that we have this skill that, they may be interested in. Like a person that is building a house has the skill of carpentry, right? So they are building houses and other people see them building houses. They are perfect marketers for their own selves because they're building these houses and then other people see them building these houses. And then guess what? They want them to build houses for them. They've already implemented the perfect strategy of marketing. So what I'm saying to you is that if you want to become successful on social media and actually not be on here just wasting your time, learn the skill of digital marketing because social media is in the world of digital. We're in that world right now. So why not get on board? Why not actually learn how to get on here and be successful? Stop trying to be the hit or miss TikTok, I think I got it, or the hit or miss, whatever the other next one is. When you can get on these platforms and actually bring value to them by providing them your service, telling them what you're good at and helping them become good at it, right? And you can do that through the world of digital products. because you don't have to be standing outside letting everybody know, hey, look, I have this product. Can you come buy it? You don't have to ask your family, your friends, none of that. All you have to do is create that product, learn the skill of digital marketing, and then you're able to get that product out there to everybody, right? And you can learn that on your own time. You don't have to be sitting in a classroom learning that skill. It can be done on your time. Like, I'm a mom, a 9 to 5er, and a wife, y'all. So I have responsibilities. Okay. So guess what? I had to do it on my own time. But I'm glad now that I learned the skill, because I don't feel like I'm wasting my time on social media. I know how to make this work, right? And you can know how to make this work too. You just have to really, really be like ready to actually learn a new skill. So that's my suggestion to you. If you are calling in all the time, tired, worn out, feeling stressed out all the time, I would suggest just just going ahead and learning that new skill, because you need to. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.